Okay, Brandon, let's talk about the tech stack. So you work with MarTech stacks, including Salesforce, 6sense, Demandbase, HubSpot, GA4. There are so many of them, and you've worked with many of them. So at one client, you overhauled their stack and they reduced CAC by 30% while improving conversion by 25%. So knowing you did that, what's the most common MarTech mistake that's secretly killing marketing ROI?
Great cliche. I've heard numerous times. I like to say there's too many chefs in the kitchen. Just to be frank, there's only one chief. And because of that, I think a lot of marketers think the more tools I have in my kitchen, the better all the results I'll get. That's not the truth. I've learned this, from working in the kitchen to understanding the way marketing actually works. More tools don't necessarily mean better efficiency or better quality. If you apply that to taste, that's not the way it works. You need to have a few tools that can do the amazing work and put out that efficiency. But ultimately, if you're using, a multitude of tools for the MarTech stack, it's really about having ownership of those MarTech stacks, having a person dedicated on the team to own that function with that specific tool. For reference, have one dedicated person that's like, hey, I'm the Salesforce girl. All she does is make sure that all the data going in the Salesforce matches, it reads, it syncs, it comes out, the input, the output, everything is 1000% efficient. So when somebody says, hey, can I get this? Or, hey, I need this input, she's like, nope, it's not, it wasn't handed to me right. She's the rejection. She's the guard that says, nope, it doesn't meet my expectation. You can't use me. And obviously the output won't be, bad data in, bad data out, misaligned tools and resources, and then use it for the next thing. Just like I said, that's the CRM function. You do the same thing for your 6sense. Make sure you're having the right filters applied. Having a dedicated person for the specific tool will help everyone not have to be a master of many, just be the master of one. And each person owns a dedicated tool. That's their specific area of expertise. They manage it. We all work with it. Hey, put this into that. This person delivers, just like a line chef at your favorite restaurants. They know their role. They pass it along. It fits right in. And then you start to see the results like, oh, because this was great, the output, because all the output and the data was working well and everyone's synced, then you start to get efficiency on the output of your marketing function. You start to see, okay, now we can get more aligned here. Now our nuances here. Oh, here's what I'm seeing in Salesforce. Here's what I'm seeing in the band base. And because of these things, they become experts in seeing these key insights. And that's where you start to drive the efficiency toward the metrics that really help drive your North Star.